Hello there, students. Today is our first day where we actually get to do some work. So today we are going to need our Amazing Young Athletes worksheet. You'll need some scissors, some glue, a pencil, and a highlighter. So get ready for today's lesson. What you're looking at here is where I put my phone so I can record your work getting done. So enjoy, guys. Good morning, folks. Today I'm going to be reading Amazing Young Athletes. This is from the News-2-You from March 9th, 2020. So today we're going to need something to write with, and we're going to need our highlighter. So first things first, let's put our name at the very top of the page. And before we start reading, we're going to number each of the sentences. Okay? So it says, Amazing Young Athletes. The U.S. has many young athletes. Some young athletes are amazing in their sports. These athletes now include tennis player Koko Goff and skateboarder Char. So I'm going to highlight number 1 and number 2. Number 1 and number 2. Then I'm going to turn the page to page number 2. And once again, I'm going to number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it says, Koko Goff is a professional tennis player. She competes on tennis courts. Coco started playing tennis at 7 years old. Coco made records for winning tennis games. She made records for winning tennis tournaments too. So I'm going to go back to the very top. I'm going to highlight number 1. I'm going to highlight number 3. And I'm going to highlight number 4. I'll wait for a little bit, and when you guys are ready to go, we'll turn the page to page number 3. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coco became a professional tennis player at 14 years old. Now Coco is almost 16 years old. She is one of the youngest professional tennis players. Coco competes against other professional tennis players. She competes in tournaments around the world. So, number 1, number 3, and number 5. 1, 3, 5. Turning my page. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coco competed in some big tournaments. These tournaments included the Australian Open, Wimbledon, the US Open. Coco beat some of the best tennis players. Coco is an amazing young tennis player. So, we know she competed in big tournaments. I think it's more important that we know which ones. So I'm going to highlight number 2. And we're going to highlight number 3. And then when you're ready, turn the page. Another amazing young athlete. Oh, you know what I forgot? That's right. I forgot to highlight or number our sentences on that page. Another amazing young athlete is Char. Tom is a professional skateboarder. He competes in skate parks. Tom got his first skateboard at 3 years old. He started competing at 5 years old. So, We're going to highlight number 2. We know that's Tom Char. We're going to highlight number 4 because that's when he first got his skateboard. And we're going to highlight number 5 because that's when he first started competing at 5 years old. All right, I am on page 6, guys, and we're going to highlight 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Tom made records doing skateboard tricks. One trick was doing 2.5 spins. Tom was the youngest skateboarder to do this trick. Another trick was doing 3 spins. Tom was the first skateboarder to do this trick. So, number 1, number 2, number 4, and if you want, right here where it's number 3, you can say he was the youngest skateboarder. So we can circle that. And down here, we can say he was the first skateboarder, right? So he's the youngest, and he's also the first. Then we will turn the page. Take our highlighter, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Tom made records for winning medals too. Now, Tom is 20 years old. Tom is on the U.S. skateboarding national team. The best skateboarders are on this team. These skateboarders may be in the 2020 Summer Olympics. So, let's go and highlight number 1. Because he's won some medals, so he's winning medals. He is 20 years old. But we know he's young, but we want to know that he's also part of the U.S. skateboarding national team. And only the best skateboarders are on this team. And hopefully when we get past this, we will get to see the Olympics. So that should be cool. All right, guys and gals, let's turn the page. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Koko Goff and Tom Char are amazing athletes. They made many records. People like to watch Coco play tennis. People like to watch Tom do skateboard tricks. What amazing athletes do you like to watch? I like playing and watching baseball, so I like watching the Angels and Mike Trout, who is an amazing young athlete. All right, guys and gals, we're gonna turn our page. And then it says, person in the news. So we've been reading about Koko Goff. And let's take our highlighter and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Koko Goff is an amazing tennis player. She lives in Delray Beach, Florida. Coco's real name is Koko Goff. Her nickname is Coco. Coco has 2 brothers. So we're going to highlight number 3 because her real name is Koko Goff. We know that she lives in Florida, so we'll highlight that. Delray Beach, Florida. And I'll let you choose. You can pick to highlight that her nickname is Coco or that she has 2 brothers. So you decide. And when you're ready, let's move on to page 10. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Tom Char is an amazing skateboarder. He lives in Malibu, California. He likes to play video games and draw pictures. Me too. Tom has an older brother, and he also has a dog named Rosie. So I'm going to highlight number 2 because he lives in Malibu, California. Tom likes to play video games and draw pictures. So these are his hobbies right there. And so I will again let you choose. You can highlight that he has an older brother or that he has a dog named Rosie. So pick the one you want, and when you're ready, let's move on. This is places in the news. Tennis courts. Koko Goff competes on tennis courts. A tennis court is a flat area on the ground. A tennis court has a long net in the middle. The net is across the tennis court. Tennis players hit balls over the net. And yes, I forgot to number them. So let me go back and number the pages. Good catch, guys. Okay, so we know that Koko Goff competes on a tennis court. So we can highlight that. You guys play tennis sometimes with Mr. Hill's class. So we know that a tennis court is a flat area. Which one is the most important? 2, 3, or 4? I would say that we should highlight number 4 because if there's not a net in the middle, it is not a tennis court. So let's go 3 and 4. 3 and 4. And if you like, we can say that players hit balls over the net. All right, folks. Ready? Turn it. And skate parks. So another places in the news. Skate parks. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so it says, Tom Char competes in skate parks. Skate parks are for skateboards, bikes, scooters, skates, and wheelchairs. Skate parks have ramps and rails. Athletes use the ramps and rails to do tricks. So, number 2. I know that some of you guys go to the skate park in Arvin and take your wheelchair. Skate parks have ramps and rails. Athletes use ramps and rails to do tricks. Okay, we can do that one as well. All right, everybody see it? Okay, so turn the page. Since we're not in class, we won't be doing our record roll-up, but let's see, what were the ingredients? A little bit of mayonnaise, a flour tortilla, American cheese, 2 turkey slices, some lettuce, some tomato slices, and we also need a knife to help spread that. So I will just show you the page, and we will see if we can do that when we come back, all right? All right, guys, here's your joke for our joke page. Ready? Knock, knock. Tom. Tomorrow, I will visit a skate park. Get it? Because Tom-orrow sounds a lot like tomorrow. All right, guys. And here's our joke page. And it says, I have a joke. And they say, tell me, why do fish not play tennis? And the boy says, I don't know. Why? Because they're afraid of nets. Nets. All right, guys. So we're going to turn to our game page. Remember that we have to choose 3 in each row. So the 3 we choose have to be pictures or words that we read in this story. So let's see. Did we read about People being the youngest? Yes, so we can circle that. Did we read about taxis? No. Did we read about people competing? Yes, we did, so go ahead and circle that. Did we read about people being the best? Yes. All right, next row. One of these doesn't belong. One of these doesn't belong. Which one was not in our story? Saxophone. Saxophone was not in the story. So that means we can circle the other three. Now we can move down. Let's see. Was Hut in our story? I don't know. I don't think so. But we know that Coco is a tennis player, so we can circle that. She's won some records, so we can circle that. And then we know we heard about tennis courts because we highlighted some pages or some icons, pictures about that. So we'll circle tennis court. Now I'm going to go up. And we have skate park, tournament, professional, and frog. Well, I know for sure we didn't see a frog in the story, so I'm going to cross that frog out, which means that we can circle the next three. All right, folks, so let's see. What are our vocab words for this week? Youngest, compete, best, win, amazing, skateboarder, tennis player, record, tennis court. And then finally, skate park, tournament, and professional. See him getting that money? That's because he's making that professional money. All right, guys and gals, let's turn the page. We've got a couple questions. And I am not going to give you the answers to these, but I will read you the questions. In the next video I post, I'll show you what the answers are. So, question number 1, what is the paper about? Leap year, Women's History Month, amazing young athletes. Question 2, who is a professional tennis player? Is it Lindsey Vonn, Koko Goff, Michelle Kwan? Question number 3, where does Char compete? At skate parks, swimming pools, basketball courts? Question number 4, what does Koko Goff compete in? Marathons, football games, tournaments. And then number 5, what did Koko Goff and Char make? Did they make cars? Do they make movies? Or do they make records? And finally, what may Char be in? The summer/fall Olympics, the US Open, or the World Series? Remember, guys, I will tell you the answers to these next video. So we're going to turn our page. And here are some of our vocab words. So on the left, it says across. Remember, that's left and right. On the right, it says down. So that's up and down. So our first word is skateboarder. And so we're on the across. So I know I have to go left to right. So this is where I can write the letters. So skate, board, right? So guys, I'm gonna give you some time to do this when I'm not on the video. So for now, we can skip that one and go to our Sudoku page. So we don't have to cut this page at all, but we should remove the last page. So that's page 22. We can rip it out. And using our scissors, which should be in your bag, we're going to cut out these pages or pictures on the bottom. All right, so the purpose of this page is to make sure that in each row, there is one of each. But it's a little tricky because we can't repeat all the pictures. So we have a trophy, we have Coco, so we're missing a skateboarder, and we're missing a person celebrating. Okay, so I can't put a person celebrating here because there's already one in this row. So I'm gonna look for my skateboarder, and I'm gonna glue him right there. Now, I'm going to take my little dude celebrating, where's he at? There he is, and I'm going to put him right there. Okay. Now, I'm gonna put all these to the side, and we're gonna do the next row. Skateboarder, happy dude. So we're missing a trophy, and we're missing Coco. But I know that I can't put Coco here because she's already there. So I'm gonna put her on the left side, and I'm gonna put my trophy on the right side, and then I'm gonna move down. And we have our happy dude. So we got Coco. Can I put Coco in this one? No, because Coco's already there. So that means I have to put her in this row or in this row. But let's see. Coco's already here, so that means that she has to go right there. And now this side is complete. I've got a trophy. Let's see where the trophy goes. It can't go here because we already have a trophy. It can't go here because we already have a trophy. So I'm going to put trophy right there. And now we've completed this column. Skateboarder. Is he going to go here or here? He has to go right here because there already is a skateboarder here. So now I'm going to take my person and I'm going to put it right here. And now if you're still gluing, you can pause it. And when you're done, we can move on to our next page. Ready? Pause it. All right. So up here we have 3 questions on this page. It says this is our think page. And it says question number 1. What is amazing about you? What is amazing about you? And it asks why. And so I'm going to write about myself, but I'd like for you to write about yourself. So I know how to draw. For a long time, I used to be an art teacher, and hopefully we'll do some lessons, some creative things here on this channel. So I am an artist. I am really good at painting and drawing. There we go. Number 2. What would you like to compete in and why? Well, let me think about it. What would I like to compete in and why? Well, since I can draw, maybe I can compete in some art competition, maybe a painting competition. So I drop my pen, let me pick it up. I want to compete in a painting contest. Because there's also a why, because I think I might win, period. So remember, over here, you're gonna tell me what's amazing about you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a skill. Maybe you're nice. Maybe you can run really, really fast. Maybe you can cook. So I'm going to go to question number 3. Would you like to be an athlete and why? I'm going to say no, I don't want to be an athlete because I'm a little clumsy. And so if I'm not careful, I'll trip. So I would not like to be an athlete because I am clumsy and sometimes I fall. All right. If you want to copy mine, you are more than welcome, but I really want you to come up with your own. So there's number 3. Let's go back to number 1. I am an artist. I am really good at painting and drawing. Question number 2. I want to compete in a painting contest because I think I might win. Question number 3. I would not like to be an athlete because I'm clumsy and sometimes I fall. All right, so let's turn the page. And here are 4 vocab words. Amazing. All of you guys are amazing. Tennis player. When we get back, hopefully we can start playing tennis again. Skateboarder. And youngest.